gentlemen, live on Staten Island, it's the Staten Island Comedy Show with your host, Nevin Cummings.
Woo! Fred Coscia, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Staten Island Comedy Show! We're going to have a great show for you tonight, so stay tuned. We have comedians. Fred, boy, we got a lot of comedians. And we have a musical guest.
Musical.
Yeah, musical. Raquel Reigns is going to sing a song tonight. Superstar. But Fred, you know what? Yeah. I was in the cemetery the other day, and there's you know, I hear this the Third Symphony. It was playing backwards. Then all of a sudden I hear the Second Symphony playing backwards. And then the First. So I turned around to the grave digger that was there, who happened to be working in the cemetery, and I said, what's going on? And he said, oh, don't worry about it. That's Beethoven. He's decomposing. Decomposing. You know about that, right?
Yeah.
All right. But Freddie, we got a great show tonight, so we got a lot of comedians, so we got to get going. And Freddie Coscia, take it away. Wow, Fred, that was some opener. Are you okay?
1,000 takes on that one.
All right. Okay.
That's showbiz.
Well, Fred, we got a lot of comedians, and we got Raquel Reigns. You're going to help me co-host, and you're going to sing tonight, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, awesome.
A hit song.
And your hit song. Did you write the song?
Yes, I wrote it.
He wrote it. He wrote it, and you're going to sing it.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm excited.
I wrote it
right.
on the beach.
On the beach?
You run.
Oh, you were running.
And the words came to me while I was running.
Oh, okay. And that was in Midland Beach or South Beach?
Midland Beach, South Beach, yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's a legendary song.
Okay.
Now with Raquel singing it, it's going to be #1.
Okay.
Right.
Good as, very good. All right. But without further ado, we have our first comedian, and our first comedian is Seetha. How you doing, Seetha? Welcome to the show.
Seetha?
How you doing?
For having me.
All right. Seetha, where are you from?
So I'm originally from India,
Okay.
but I now live in Boynton Beach, Florida.
Boynton
Wow,
Beach.
that's a difference.
Okay, yeah.
You went from India to Boynton.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
It's a big difference.
It's a big difference, right?
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of retirees down by you, right?
A lot of them.
Okay. And how long have you been doing comedy?
It's been 6 years now.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's good. What made you get into comedy?
Well, midlife crisis, Nevin.
A midlife crisis.
That is correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like the kids grew up, and my wife had her own thing to do with yoga and spirituality. I got nothing.
Wow.
So I started drinking a lot,
Right. Okay.
and then that did not work out for my liver.
Oh, okay.
So I said, okay, what else can I do? And I saw the stand-up comedy classes happening, and I joined and never looked back.
Oh, awesome. And what do you do? What do you believe sets you apart from other comedians?
Well, I think I'm one of the only Indian comedians who still has an Indian accent.
Oh, well, you listen to me.
Exactly. Look at all the Indian comedians out there. They lost their accent. I'm keeping it. I've been in the U.S. for 22 years, but my accent is still living in India.
Ah, cool.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
That's amazing. It is, Fred,
amazing.
right? It's amazing.
You know what's even more amazing?
What?
That he left India.
It's amazing we got the opener on. That's amazing. Okay. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, besides India?
Well,
Staten Island.
I would love to come back here after 5 years, hopefully after my international tour.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, and do you have any dark secrets?
Well, since you asked,
Oh, wow.
do you guys really want to see the dark secrets?
Somebody needs to call the bomb squad.
Yeah. I think this guy kind of looks a little unscrupulous here.
Okay, so no dark secrets? Okay.
Okay, all right.
It's your loss.
Now, where can people find you? On Facebook, TikTok, or
Yep.
whatever?
All social media, you can find me on Seetha the Comic. That's Seetha the Comic. Seetha the Comic.
Seetha the Comic. Okay. Do you have set for us?
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Seetha, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
Everybody, give it up for Fred and Nevin and everybody, all of you. Hope you're all doing good today. Hello, hello, hello. My full name is Seetha Raman Radha Krishnan. It means better luck next life. I asked my parents why this name. They said your grandmother was reading a book called Ramayana while you were born, so we gave you this name. I thought, what if she was reading Moby Dick? Thank God that did not happen. I hope you all understand my accent. Okay?
Yes. Woo!
Yeah, because last show somebody was screaming, turn on the closed captions. Yeah, where do I go for live closed captioning, right? They haven't invented it yet, Fred. Yeah, so a racist incident happened to me today. Like this lady was standing outside my house screaming at me, go back to your country, go back to India. You know, I got so upset, I screamed back at her, I will never move back home with you, Mom. Well, that's how my life is going. How is your life? Well, I am getting old, and it sucks to get old, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what my wife got me for my birthday? Viagra and Depends. She says both will help me last longer in bed. I don't know. You make your own conclusions, Fred. Well, I've been in Florida for a while. Anybody from Florida over here? Yeah, some Florida people. I love Florida, guys. I love Florida because most Indians got attracted to big salaries in Silicon Valley, California, right? But I got attracted to big breast implants at Silicon Valley, Miami. Fred is with me on that one. Who needs a sign-on bonus when I can get a hard-on bonus at South Beach? Right? Who needs a speedboat when I can motorboat? Fred does not want to drum for that one. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you so much. So yeah, I was born and raised in India. When I was 10, I told my dad I want to be an actor. He said, that's awesome, son, but first you become a doctor. And then you can become anything you want to be.
Yeah, right.
But I lost my dad to COVID in 2021, which sucks because I know how much he hated anything made in China.
That's a good one, though.
That's a good one. Thank you, Fred. Thank you for your verbal affirmation over there. And then I came to the US for my master's. I went to the prestigious Harvard University.
Woo!
Yeah, I went there to meet a friend. No, they gave me admission only in New Jersey Institute of Technology. Newark, New Jersey, right over here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's called the armpit of America. I was the most mugged person in New Jersey in 2000. And I'm not even kidding, man. They mugged me so much. I went on some stupid dates when I was in New Jersey.
Wow.
Like I went on a date with this single mom, and as I was walking out her house, her 10-year-old stops me and drops the F-bomb on me. Yeah, he said, "Father." I said, "Forget it, kid," and got the hell out of there. So yeah, and then I dated a model in college. Can you guys believe this?
Wow.
Can you believe this, Fred?
That's great.
That's great, yeah. But later I found out she's an eczema and a skin rash model.
Oh.
What'd you do?
We had some rough patches. It's still itching, Fred, it's still itching. And then I got married. Yeah, don't clap for that. This year, me and my wife are celebrating 23 years of meaningless, mandated monogamy. And every day I ask my wife for a happy ending. And every day she says, no, I will never give you a divorce. That's the happy ending I want, Fred. But my wife loves role plays. Like, we even did her favorite role play today. Like, I was the sexy pizza delivery guy, and she was not home. So I came here to tell jokes to you all nice people. Well, my wife wanted to lose some weight, so I started adding a little bit of crack cocaine in her diet. You should see her do yoga, man. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. She's freaking out the neighbors, Fred. Well, election time is coming. Are you guys excited? Woo! Election time.
Oh, election. I'm election.
Fred, your mind is going somewhere else, Fred. Election time is coming, and everybody is asking me if I'm a Democrat or a Republican. Everybody. And I tell them the same thing. It took me 22 years to get a green card in this country. So stop asking me if I'm a Democrat or a Republican. Make me American! Yeah, I just want to open my own Dunkin' Donuts and live my American dream. You know, Fred, will you come to my Dunkin' Donuts, Fred?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's your favorite donut, Fred?
You could find them.
I'll find you. I'll find you. Thank you, thank you. Has any of you tried spicy Indian food?
Yes, yum.
Spicy Indian food?
Yeah.
Spicy Indian food is like a divorced spouse. Yeah, yeah. Both look good initially in pictures. Both are a pain in the butt when they leave you. Sorry, guys, that was a bad joke. Well, I uploaded one of my comedy videos to YouTube today. Within 1 hour, I got 5,000 views, guys.
Woo!
Yeah, yeah, and that's just my immediate family. You like that one?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
5,000.
5,000? No, I come from this big Indian family, Fred. Big Indian family, right? Like, my first cousin is a doctor. My second cousin is a dentist. My third cousin is my wife. And that's an inside joke, Fred.
I got it.
You got it? You got it. That's all that matters, Fred, as long as you got it. Like, my wife loves modern art. Any modern art lovers over here? Yes. Right? Like, my wife took me to this modern art gallery the other day, and I was looking at this one thing for 15 minutes. And I asked my wife, what the hell is that supposed to be? She looks at me and says, that's an exit sign, you idiot! Okay, I was a little bit drunk, Fred. That was a little bit drunk. Well, but actually, then my wife said, I will do all the modern art myself at home. And then she got this modern art book from the library. You know, it's called 50 Shades of Grey. She read this book and she started acting really strange. Like, she got this huge leather belt to my bedroom. My butt is now 50 shades of black and blue, Fred.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. You feel for me? Well, thank you, Fred. No? I don't know. Not really? Okay. But my wife, I know I joke about my wife, but I love my wife, guys. I love my wife.
Woo!
Yes, thank you. I gotta love your wife. Like, she fell off a ladder the other day, and I cried like a baby.
What you do with it?
Yeah, I cried like a baby because the doctor said he will not give us a handicap permit. I know. All this effort for nothing. Sir, no, sir, I did not push my wife from the ladder, sir. No, don't look at me like that.
No.
No, I made my son do it. Or maybe I'm a bad guy. No, this is just a joke, right? I said this joke in another show, and this lady started asking me, did you really push your wife for a handicap permit? You stupid idiot. You know, poor old lady, I had to sit her down. I got her a little drunk and I stole her handicap permit. Now I have like 10 handicap permits in my car. Handicap, yes, handicap permit.
They have in horses.
Yes, that's what handicap. Thank you. Well, my time is almost up, but I want to leave you all with this one thought, people. As a human race, we have all been through so much hate, am I right, people? Yeah. So much hate, am I right? We had the German hate after World War II. Chinese hate after the whole coronavirus, right? Indian hate after every spelling bee. It's time for some love. Thank you so much for all your love, people.
That was awesome.
That was beautiful.
All right. We have to move right along.
Okay.
Okay.
And up next we have Jane.
Yes.
How are you today?
Very good.
You
very
look
good.
beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Jane Joan, right?
Jane Joan.
Jane Joan.
Yes.
Jane Joan, I have a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
Where are you from?
I am from Staten Island, but you know my original ancestral home is Brooklyn.
Okay, woo!
Yes.
Brooklyn in the house.
I came over in 1985,
All right.
so back and forth a little bit, but this is home now.
Okay, what made you get into comedy?
It was at a party. I was at a friend's party, and a gentleman there was saying he wanted to take a stand-up class and an improv class. And I went home that night, and I started, you know, looking at these classes, stand-up and improv classes, and I was thinking, you know, what should I do? I took one of each, and then I said, you know, let me try my hand at stand-up. And I took a writing class, and I took a stand-up class, and first time I had that mic in my hand, I knew that's where I should be. And that's what got me into stand-up comedy.
Awesome.
Nice. And what do you believe sets you apart from other comedians?
Well, I'm a clean comic, and not that I'm the only clean comic, but I'm Catholic, and I wrote a religious book for children to learn the Rosary, Mysteries of the Holy Rosary. And so I think that sort of stands me apart from a lot of comics because I am true to my faith, but yet I'm still true to my comedy.
Oh, I like that. Do you hate it when someone asks you to say something funny?
Do I hate it? You know, I look at can I say something funny? You know, of course I can say something funny, but usually I'll tell them, you know, you want to see something funny, look in the mirror, you know?
I agree with you. As a singer, people are always asking me, hey, sing something for me. So if you can find something funny for me to say back to them, I would love that.
I'll think about it.
Okay. And last one, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
When we talk dreams, dreams are on the stage of Radio City Music Hall and filming my special.
Awesome.
Nice.
Well, you have a website or something, or
I
where people can
do.
find you?
So my website is Jane Joan Comedy. My Instagram is Jane Joan Comedy. And my YouTube channel is Jane Joan Comedy.
Okay. Do you have 5 minutes for us?
I have 5 minutes for us.
All right.
Jane Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I am Jane Joan. And I've been married twice. My first husband, it was like a short-term rental. We were married about 2 years. My second husband, we were married 10 years. It was like a long-term lease. You know, married just enough for me to collect Social Security. Yes, now he is a narcissist. And I didn't know much about narcissism. I must have been focused on my own stuff. Yes, I knew that marriage was in trouble, When he changed his Facebook status to "It's complicated," it was over when he took me off the Costco membership.
Oh.
I love Costco. I buy my food, my clothes, my toiletries, all at Costco. I got my divorce lawyer through Costco. I wish they'd let me sample husbands, because I'd like to get my next husband at Costco. They have such a great return policy. Now, Costco is been my one true love. I go in sickness and in health. I walk in richer and I leave poorer. To have and to hold my Costco card. And until death do us part. I don't know if you're aware, but Costco's motto should be, "We have you covered from cradle to grave." They sell baby diapers, adult diapers, and yes, Costco sells coffins. Wow. My final wish is to be buried in a Kirkland casket. The Royal Silver Prime Kirkland Edition, $1,149.99. If we order it today, we can have it for Thursday. Now, I knew after these marriages that it was going to be difficult for me. You know, I had to start dating. You know, I'm getting old. But people were asking me, now that you're dating, what are you looking for in a man? I said, I'm looking for a man in this position. You know, if he vacuums, a man and a Dyson, that's right up my alley. But I knew I was getting old when I started going to Facebook for the obituaries. My grandkids said, "Grandma, you're on Facebook, you're old." Now I'm an Instagramma. That's right. And, people at my age, you have problems, difficulties with, tech and everything. And so I call my son up. He's a computer engineer. I said, I need some help with the computer. He tells me, Google it, Ma. Google it? I didn't pay $200,000 to hear Google it. I should at least get a part-time IT assistant or a phone consultation. But I knew I was getting really old when I started going to the pharmacy for makeup, and I was spending more time in the laxative aisle. Yeah, it's tough. What do you get? The Senecot, the Colox, the Miralax, the Metamucil, fiber. Do you need fiber? Don't you need fiber? I don't know. I'm working on this. But, I did grow up in Brooklyn in a family of drug dealers. And they wanted me to go into the family business. But like Michael Corleone in The Godfather, I tried to get out. But they kept pulling me back in and brainwashing me to become a pharmacist. Now, I knew, growing up in the pharmacy, it was going to be, tough. But, I learned to deal drugs legally. That was fun. I started selling Flintstone vitamins individually. Lucy's. Kids would say to me, it must be fun growing up in a pharmacy. I'm like, yeah, if you want to be up to your eyeballs in laxative, it's fun. And I knew, dating at my age, it's like looking for a parking space. All the good ones are taken, and all that's left are the handicapped and disabled. I'm Jane Joan. Thanks so much.
Woo! Wow, show's moving right along. We had 2 in a row there. Very funny. Oh, did I tell you you look very beautiful tonight?
Thank you. Thank
I'm like,
you. I have that effect on people.
Yes. Oh, so I'm not the only one.
No.
Okay. All right, without further ado, we got our next comedian. It's Helen Wesley.
Wesley.
All right, Helen, how you doing?
Good.
Hello.
It's Ellen.
Oh, Ellen. I thought it was Helen. Okay. Ellen.
Close.
Oh, close. No cigar. Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. Where you from?
I am from Chicago.
Okay, and how long you been doing comedy? Wow, I'm off tonight.
10 years.
Oh, cool. And what made you get into comedy?
It was a God thing. People kept telling me, you should do comedy, you should do comedy. And I thought, uh-oh, if that's God, I'm going to have to try.
All right. Wow, you heard it from above.
Yeah, but I haven't had any return calls from him.
Okay. Well, you could ask him this. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Above ground.
Above ground? Okay. All right. Is that it? Do you hate when somebody asks you to say something on the street? When they ask you to say something funny on the street?
Yeah, it's better. I think I would rather have him ask for medical advice than to say something funny.
Oh, cool. All right. And where can we find you, on Facebook and stuff?
You can find me on Instagram or Facebook. On Instagram, it's at Betsy Ellen Wesley, and on Facebook, it is ellen.wesley.50, and I'm on YouTube.
All right, awesome. Okay, and I'm on YouTube too. Nevin Cummings Comedy.
Yes,
On
awesome.
YouTube. All right.
Awesome.
Okay, do you have 5 minutes for us?
I do have 5 minutes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Well, I'm sort of like an intense Mary Poppins on steroids. And I'm in between husbands, not mine. And I'm a junior senior citizen. Yes, thank you, John Petlicki, fellow comedian, for that diagnosis. That's true. And I'm an ER doctor. Yes.
Woo!
A real emergency room doctor, So don't try to die, but if you do, I'll be very kind and calm. And emergency room, right? Blood and guts and death. Well, I'm used to that stuff by now. But thank you all for wearing clothes. Oh, I'm always so happy. The selection of naked bodies I get to see are not pretty. Oh, my. Well, a job, right? A job. When I was young, my mother said, you're going to have a job in case your husband leaves you. What? I was 7. When I was 7, all I wanted to do was drink Coca-Cola and eat pizza.
All right.
Well, my mom, she was very beautiful, very beautiful. I don't look a thing like her. But my dad was super handsome and funny in a Bronx kind of way. You guys know Bronx humor. Well, and he was a doctor. He was an anesthesiologist. So, when I went to work with my dad, people were really nice to me. They gave me cookies and ice cream, and then we went to go see patients, and to me, it was like a visit and a snack. I like that. I don't see what people probably have with hospital food. It was fun. I liked it. But, in between, though, when I come in, I love comedy. It's sort of like being in the ER. When I go in the ER, I look at the waiting area much the way a comedian looks at an audience, Is anybody pissed off? Are they mean? Are they nasty? Are they in trouble? I want to know if my patients are in trouble, but are we in trouble? Do they know the CEO? Do they have a gun? Well, I don't have to worry about guns too much because we have great security, and they like me. It's so nice. But what else, though, can I tell you? So, well, I am on the market, though. I'm in between husbands, I told you. Oh, my heavens. I'm on the apps. Oh, the apps are so scary. Do you know, right? Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
At least, I mean, they send me dead guys. I know what dead looks like. I'm a doctor. Come on. But, well, so we look at the patients. You know, we look and we see what's going on with the patients. And, well, you know, how sick are they? How not sick are they? I play the game called Name That Chemical. Down the hall, I play Name That Chemical. Are they high? Are they drunk? Are they just psychotic? But it's like an audience, you know, what do they need? What do they want? What do they think they need? What do they think they want? Sometimes what they need is a nap. That's right. And I have a B-52 for that. That is heavy drugs. And they're delivered to them very nicely in a needle from a nurse, courtesy of Dr. Mary Poppins. Thanks, everybody.
Freddie, we have a special guest tonight. Her name is, and my co-host, is Raquel Reigns. Right, Raquel Reigns. She's going to sing a song tonight. And Freddie, you wrote this song?
Yeah, it's called Running.
Running. And this song you can play while you're working out, while you're running on the beach. And
you can find it on Spotify, Amazon Music, iTunes. You could even listen to it for free on YouTube. So,
all right.
anyway.
Wow, it's free, Fred. It's free. It's free.
Or 99 cents if you'd like to support your local artists.
Yeah, woo!
Let's hit it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so we have that song queued up. All right.
Running just as fast as you can. Running just as fast as you can. Say, obey. It's happening. Winter's here once again.
It's great.
Thank
Give me
you.
a high five on that one.
Thank you. And next we have Pam.
All right, Pam.
How are you doing? You look lovely.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
Born and raised in Manhattan, grew up in Long Island, and now I live in Brooklyn.
Okay, so a New York girl.
New Yorker.
Okay.
Upper East Side girl.
Okay.
West Side, East Side.
So what made you get into comedy?
Years ago, when I was working on my master's degree, I was actually dating a comedian who opened up for Jackie Mason. And I got bored of listening to him on stage, so I went downstairs and I just ended up meeting Jackie Mason on accident. I was actually trying to find the bathroom, and I ended up in Jackie's dressing room.
Oh my God.
And then when I was in there, Jackie was like, "Oh, so what are you doing in here?" And so we got to chatting, and I told him I was dating the comedian who was opening for him, and he was telling me that it was a big mistake and I was wasting my time. And then he actually thought I came down there for an audition. So one thing led to another. We were trading jokes, and he told me that, he says, "You know, you think fast on your feet, you have what it takes to be a stand-up comedian." He goes, "Go for it."
Excellent. That's great. What do you believe sets you apart from other comedians?
Well, my background is a trial attorney.
Oh.
So
Don't mess with her.
Right. I'm gonna call you if I need you.
I'll give you a get out of jail free card.
Yes, thank you.
So as a trial attorney, I've always been accustomed to being in front of the courtroom and jury and speaking in public. And I know sometimes you got to razzle-dazzle them to get your point across. So I was able to perform a little comedy, much to the chagrin of the judges. And I would get my way, hopefully win my cases, get my clients back out on the street, and it sets me apart from everybody else.
Okay, great. Last question for you. Do you have any dark secrets?
Yes, I do. I actually have dark secrets. One of them is I keep a shovel in the trunk of my car at all times.
Whoa.
Just because you never know when you have to dispose of a body.
Oh! Excellent. Well, where can we find you?
Well, besides here right now, you can find me on Instagram at Pamela Roth _comedy. And then you can find me on YouTube, Pamela Roth Comedy or Comedian, and on Facebook.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, you have 5 minutes for us?
Yes, I do.
Pamela Roth, ladies and gentlemen.
So this is what I notice about getting older. Well, first of all, I sleep with formaldehyde right now, so nobody really knows how old I am. But what I notice about getting older is, when we're out all day long, and ladies, you'll understand this, we all wear like the Victoria's Secret bra. But there's a secret to that. Because once I get home and I take off that bra, the boobs hit the floor.
Yeah.
I need that drum roll. Boom. And the nipples start dragging across the carpeting. Get a little rug burn. So that's really Victoria's Secret. But a lot of things happen to our bodies as we get older, ladies, and then I'll pick on the men. But, as we get older, body parts start moving around. They're not exactly where they used to be. So this is what I realize now that I want to have sex with someone, not anyone in particular, but just like volunteers. But there are certain positions I don't want to get into now at, the older 50 age, is because things are not in the right place, and I don't want certain things moving and jiggling around. So back in the 20s, swinging from chandeliers, any position was fine. I was like Gumby. I was bendable. I was posable. I was like a spreadable edible. But now, when I get older, I realize there are certain positions that I like where a lot of things don't have to move and jiggle, like missionary. Just gonna lay there, get on top, do what you gotta do. And if you want to check to see if I'm breathing, just put the mirror under my nose. But, more so, I realized, too, one of the other positions I happen to like where you really can't tell if there's anything like muffin top or moving and wrinkles. It's like you just bend me over, get down behind me, do what you got to do, right? Occasionally I'll check on you, go, is everything okay back there? And then just continue moving on. But then, I was married for about 18 years, Thank you. That's why I have a shovel in the trunk of my car. But you know, when you're married for like over 18 years, you know, you get used to certain annoying habits of your spouse. I got used to one annoying habit of his, the sound of his breathing. So I found another use for that famous pillow. That if you just lean on it on the face just a little bit, just enough to quiet them, but not permanently, they get the hint. So I look forward to dating now in my older years because, you know, it used to be that I was looking for somebody, you know, with the house, the yacht, the sports cars. Not only one person had that, I had to have separate ones for all of that. But now I realize the only thing I'm really looking for is somebody with a pulse. You know, I used to have other qualifications, like they had to have a job, they had to have their own body parts, you know. And I'll tell you why, is because recently I went out on a date with somebody, and it was just something so simple. You know, I met him on a dating site because unfortunately nowadays, you know, the only places where I could actually meet people was either when I was practicing as an attorney, I would meet them in jail. I had my own version of jail mail. Or, you know, you meet them on a dating app. So I had met somebody on a dating site, and I took a bite out of a sandwich, and everything was fine. He took a bite out of his sandwich, and his teeth remained in the sandwich.
No.
So right now, when I date somebody, I feel like I'm dating Mr. Potato Head. Because inevitably, if I bring them home, I have to assemble them. And a lot of times they are missing body parts. And what's even more frightening is when they have extra parts. I don't know where those go. So like I said, I was married for quite a while. I was married 18 years. And when my ex-husband was leaving the house and taking everything with him that he needed, he took other things that he felt that I didn't need. He took all the power tools. He took the hammers, the nails, the screwdrivers, everything. And I came to realize this because recently I figured, let me start redecorating the house. I'm divorced 6 years now. Time to take his picture off, you know, with the bullseye on it. I needed target practice. I couldn't get out to range. And so I wanted to hang up some new pictures, and I'm looking for a hammer. Can't find one. Can't find the drill. Can't find anything. And as he parted, he said, I'm taking all the tools except the ones I only saw you use during the 18 years of marriage. He left me with the hairdryer and with the vibrator. And out of those two, I had to use one of them to get those nails into the wall. I wasn't using the hairdryer. So it turns out I actually found a great use for my rabbit. It's very durable. I'll tell you, that thing really took a licking, and it kept on knocking. So here I am, banging the nails into the wall, and then my rabbit short-circuited. Bzz, 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 bzz. The nail got into the wall, but even better, I was able to find my own G-spot after that.
Nice.
Yeah, something he could never do, right? And you know, I ended up getting a new vibrator now. It's really terrific. It actually picks up great signals, you know, much better than my T-Mobile plan, because as I'm using it, I hear somebody from the mountains up in Pakistan going, "Do you hear me now?" I get great reception and good Wi-Fi, and I'm having fun. Anyway, I'm Pamela Roth. Have a good night. Thank you.
Our next guest,
Okay.
who is Janet Regensburg. Regensburg.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Took me 5 times, but I got it.
That's all right. It happens all the time. Happens all the time.
And where are you from, Janet?
I'm from Jersey.
All right, New Jersey. Jersey's
New
in the
Jersey.
house.
Woo! Jersey in the house, baby.
How long have you been doing comedy?
9 years.
9
Yeah,
years. Wow,
it's a
wow.
long time. I should be better at it.
Yeah.
But hey, it's tough, you know.
What made you get into comedy?
Well, I think, you know, my teaching, my students, my colleagues, we all, and my friends and family, they encouraged me to get into it. So, you know, I did. I tried a course in New York, and then it's been steamrolling since then.
Oh, cool. Let's see what we have here for you. Okay. All right. What believes you sets you apart from other comedians?
The size of my breasts.
Oh, okay. No, that never dawned on me.
I know, right? And you or anybody else.
Yeah, I know, really. Okay. What advice, besides your breasts, can you give up-and-coming comedians?
I just say keep working, you know, and don't. When you get discouraged, you just pick yourself back up, because I think I quit comedy about 100 times already in the past few weeks. Yeah. Just keep going, keep writing. You know, get that writing down. The writing's the toughest, and you know, get a buddy that can help you with your writing.
Now, besides this show, this TV show, what's your favorite TV show?
Seinfeld.
All right,
Number
Seinfeld.
one. That's my favorite. Yes.
Jerry. Okay. And what can people find you?
I'm on Instagram at Janet Regs, and I'm on Facebook, you know, where all the old people are, at Janet Regensburg.
Okay, and you'll find me there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I'm on something else, but I don't even know what it is.
Okay, well, they'll find you.
They'll find
I'm
me,
sure.
just search me.
Okay, do you have a set for us?
Yes, I do.
Hey,
All right.
Janet Regenberg.
Love that, Fred. Love it. Right in my heart beats up. Oh, hello, Staten Island. Tell you a little bit. Hello. Woo. Tell you a little bit about myself. I'm currently driving a Kia, which is Korean for piece. Yeah, I understand teenagers like to steal Kias, which just outrages me, because that's absolute proof we are failing to educate these kids. I taught high school for 32 years. Thank you. Woo! Survived. And you know, when you teach that long, you learn a thing or two. One is how totally uncool you are. Another is how incredibly cool you get when they need a college recommendation, those little son of a bitches. Oh, gosh. But teaching teenagers is rough. I mean, once in the middle of a lesson, a kid threw a bunch of coins up to the front of the classroom. I was so angry. I said, hey, you have to treat me with more respect. Now pick that up and put it in my tip jar. And I dreaded the parent-teacher conference. I would tell the kids, if I don't see your parents, you get extra credit. I didn't want to see their parents. I mean, I had one parent tell me that she and her husband recently divorced, and she was afraid of the impact it might have on her child in the future. I felt bad. I said, listen, you have nothing to worry about. That kid can't remember. Then I had a new teacher ask me, how do I handle discipline? I said, it's easy. In my classroom, I put all the good kids on the right side of the room and all the bad kids on the left side. She says, is that so you can manage the troublemakers? I said, no, it's because I'm blind in my left eye. But I told her, be honest with the kids. They respect that, right? I said, you know, for example, when a kid yelled out my algebra class once, when am I ever going to use factoring a quadratic? I said, you? Never. And you know, a lot of people say I look like a teacher. But it wasn't always like that. Back in the 80s, Fred, when I was slimmer and sexier, I used to be mistaken for a substitute teacher. And in my 20s, people said I look like Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah. Now it's more like Tony Curtis. I said that joke in one of my shows, and a guy yelled out, it's the chin, right? Another guy yells out, no, it's the short hair. No one yelled out, it's the boobs. What am I going to do? But I'll tell you, it's probably the short hair. The guy in my local liquor store loves my short hair. Every time I go in there, which is frequently, he's like, oh, I love your hair. He's bald. And I like to return a compliment. So I say, thanks, nice ears. So I just had my annual checkup at the gynecologist, Fred. I feel comfortable with you telling you that, you know. You seem like that kind of guy. But I got some bad news. My doctor's retiring. Oh, I am so upset. I asked him why. He told me he'd been in it too long. And his replacement is this sweet young millennial. And when she saw my age, she says, wow, you look a lot younger. I said, why, thank you, but you might change your mind after the exam. Now, since she's going to be my new doctor, I had to fill out this whole new long profile. The first question was confusing. Sex at birth. I filled in no, age 15. And then she looks over my blood work and she says, wow, you have less estrogen than a 5-year-old. I said, well, that explains my temper tantrums, need for naps, and craving for Crayolas. And she's being real sweet, and she says, do you have hot flashes? I said, hot flashes? My hot flashes were so bad the other night, I took my husband's clothes off, too. It was crazy. And then she's all sweet, and she says, are you exercising? I said, yes, I am. It's very strenuous, Fred. I recently pulled a groin muscle. Not in the fun way I used to when I was 15. I pulled it just by pulling up my pants. Yeah. And she says, oh, does it hurt? I said, yes. She says, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your pain threshold? I said, it's well above 10. She says, can you give it a number? I said, no, but I can give it a name. Married. Oh, my husband's Italian. And when I first met his family, I was expecting the Godfather. It was more like Super Mario Brothers. I love my husband, but he complains a lot. His latest complaint is I'm not paying enough attention to him. Poor baby. And he says to me, you know, if I were your cell phone, you'd be all over me. I said, honey, that's not true. If you were my cell phone, I'd put you on mute. Thanks, everybody. This
Again, and we're back. And we're back!
I have a heart attack. Oh, my God.
Nevin,
What?
have Raquel sing a cappella song.
An acapella. Can you sing us an acapella?
We're going to do the national anthem.
Okay.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
David.
God bless America.
Thanks, Fred.
Okay, Fred, we have some sponsors.
Got sponsors.
Hi.
Hi, tobacco.
All right.
A,
J.
C.
advisors.
Right, they'll advise you.
Diddly,
D. Bagel.
Bagel.
and deli. Diddly D, bagel, and deli.
Diddly D.
D.
Bagel and
Bagel
deli.
and deli,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. And who provided the Chinese food for tonight's show? Oriental.
Oriental Plaza. And
Oriental
we got,
Plaza.
Yeah. and we got-
Oriental Plaza.
And one more. We got Signature,
Kitchens.
not Cacciatore.
No, it's Signature.
Signature Kitchens.
Signature. You got to sign it.
Signature
Fred, sign it.
Kitchens, everybody.
And we did Oriental Plaza.
Oh, yeah, we didn't do high tobacco. We did high tobacco?
We did
Yep.
high tobacco.
High
Yeah,
tobacco.
high.
Island.
White.
Realty.
All right.
Right. Okay.
Okay, now,
It's a great show tonight. We'll see you on the next show.
come on, everybody, get up.
Take a ride down Coney Island, a place where you could have so much fun, a place where